If you like this edition and you want to know more about the topic and understand it in detail, head on to pallavisehgal.com to see the full video on the topic. This video is going to be dedicated to stablecoins. Now, the Genius Act, which is supposed to settle the stablecoin debates once and for all, might have accidentally triggered the biggest disruption to hit the financial services in decades, and not just where anyone expected. The lawmakers passed the Genius Act in July. Now, the legislation banned stablecoin issuers from paying interest, seemingly protecting the $6.6 trillion in deposits that Treasury estimates could migrate to crypto platforms. But there was the loophole. While the stablecoin issuers can't pay interest, crypto exchanges can offer rewards and they are really generous. And this has come to the attention of banking groups also. The American Bankers Association is warning that this undermines the underlying premise of not paying interest. They are gearing up for round 2 when the Clarity Act moves through the Congress, determined to close what they see as a dangerous regulatory gap. The stablecoin technology has the potential to obliterate one of the banking's most profitable business lines, the $150 billion annually that Visa, MasterCard, and the banks extract from the swipe fees. Let's look at the corporate arbitrage play out here. Smart retailers are already connecting these dots. Amazon and Walmart are reportedly exploring their own stablecoins. The value proposition is compelling. Currently, they pay 2 to 3% to Visa or MasterCard to offer modest rewards funded by those fees. Airlines can actually replace their credit card partnerships entirely. They can issue their branded stablecoin for customer payments, partner with a licensed stablecoin issuer to comply with the Genius Act requirements, and then capture both the transaction savings and the treasury yields that flow to banks like JP Morgan Chase or to American Express. However, there's an irony out here. The most ironic part is that banks are now rushing into the very market that they tried to constrain. JP Morgan is piloting deposit tokens. Citi and Bank of America are exploring their own stablecoins. JP Morgan also partnered with Coinbase to let customers link bank accounts directly to crypto wallets. Let's talk about the real stakes that are involved out here. The real price is the payment processing market, wherein eliminating 1.5 to 3% friction costs would unlock massive value for both the merchants and the consumers. So what's next? The Clarity Act gives everyone a second chance to shape this market. Banks will push to close the rewards loophole and limit stablecoin functionality. The crypto industry will fight to preserve the flexibility that makes stablecoins competitive. Retailers will quietly lobby for provisions that enable their own payment innovations. We saw that the banks spent much of their energy fighting stablecoins as a threat to the deposits. However, they might have missed the real beta brewing for much more lucrative payments market. In trying to protect one revenue stream, they might have accidentally enabled the destruction of another. We hope that you've enjoyed the preview edition of this topic. If you like this edition and you want to know more about the topic and understand it in detail, head on to pallavisehgal.com to see the full video on the topic.